What's up, my good people? Welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Property Chat with Lucy. I'm your host, Lucy Thuo, your girl, a realtor mentor as well. And the reason why we're here for this episode is just to share a testimonial from one of my mentees, and I hope this will inspire you to take charge of your real estate career. Welcome to set. I know this could be your first time ever to sit on a couch next to a mic, but take it easy. I've seen your growth. And before even we jump into your growth, can you introduce yourself to my viewers?
Thank you, Lucy. My name is Ruth Mwendwa. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, nice.
With you.
Good. Yeah. Let me just mention something about any of all the mentees, because I train them how to gain confidence, how to sit on, that mic confidently and owning their space. I've seen a lot of growth in you, and I remember when you came into my office, and this is just a routine I do on everybody. I want to understand, where did you start your journey and what inspires you to be here and what's your direction, or rather, what do you want for yourself in future? So how did you find yourself in real estate?
It was something that I never planned of. I just found myself. First, I landed in Nairobi, and then I landed myself a shopkeeper job in Kileleshwa. Yeah.
Wow.
Then there was a routine customer in my shop. He used to come, deposit a lot of money, withdraw,
Yeah.
I was very curious. I was like, being in a shop, you will never grow. Like, I felt like I can't grow. I will not know anything from outside. So I felt like, let me talk to this person. He's really a nice guy. I talked to him. He explained to me how it works. And he told me, when you are ready, give me a call.
So this regular customer used to come to the shop. He's in real estate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the frequent deposits, withdrawals, they kind of made you a bit of, curious to ask, what do you do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was very open. He was very open with me. He told me, when you are ready, please call me, and I will show you the way.
Wow.
Yeah, and after maybe a few months, because I was working for my brother in the shop.
Yeah.
So it's that person that I will never say, I'm just waking up today and I'm going.
Yeah.
I have to sit with him, talk with him,
and
tell him where I'm heading to. Yeah. So maybe after 3 to 4 months, that's when I called him and I told him that I'm ready to learn.
To learn?
Yes.
You had never?
No, I even never
thought
knew
of
there is
real estate.
Yeah, I never knew there is something like that.
Wow.
Yes.
It took you 4 months to make that one call that you're ready.
Yeah.
Good. One of the things that really caught my attention when we were having this conversation with you initially when you came in, it's how you just jumped in, not knowing what is ahead of you. So take me through. You've made the call. How did you start transacting?
After I made the call, he's a man. And thank you so much, Mr. Shadrach. I really appreciate. He showed me the way and I'm enjoying it. So after the call, we planned, we met, we talked. He just told me some the normal things that someone should know, a starter. Just showing me where the houses are, how to talk to a client. That's all.
And this is residential in Kileleshwa?
Residential in Kileleshwa, Kilimani, and Lavington.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are taught about looking around, talking to clients, basically.
Yeah.
And you just jumped in.
Yeah, house hunting. Like, he taught me house hunting.
Wow.
He never taught me how to get clients, honestly.
It's house hunting.
I could see how he got clients. He used to get clients.
Okay.
He used to rely on referrals only. That time. He used to rely on referrals.
Wow.
And he used to make money. Yeah.
So how long? Let me tell you guys, when I heard Ruth's story, just from a home place to Nairobi to shopkeeper job, then you meet, I call them destiny helpers, and now she's in real estate. How soon did you close your first rental?
Wow. This is what made me stick in real estate, because the first month I had closed a deal.
The first month of meeting?
The first month I had closed a deal. I didn't know anything about closing. I just got a call from remember, I'm coming from Kileleshwa, and that is where we are mentoring into. So I have clients. I have clients in my phone. So if they learn that I'm doing this business, they will definitely call me for business. So one client called me and gave me a friend of hers. Then I handed over to him. I didn't know what to do with the client. I didn't know where the houses are. I didn't know like
what to do.
So I had to hand over the client. I told him,
someone.
We have a client here. She wants blah blah blah. And then
by then did you know, like, okay, obviously Mr. S, let me call him Mr. S, did he tell you, if you get a client, this is how much you need to be paid, this is what you need to do to make sure that you're paid? Did he mention something around protecting your commission?
He did.
He did?
He did.
Okay.
Because that is the first thing. Actually, that was the motive then. The commission.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, he used to get money and I wanted to get money like he used to. So that is the bit that made me get motivated into business. So even if you never told me, I couldn't have asked.
Okay.
How much are we getting here?
I know. And here's the thing, and I know you've heard me talk about this. Money is not always the motivation. But many of the times, money gets us into real estate. And then you realize, when you get in there, it's a relationship, the trust that is going to make you get that money, isn't it? How long did it take you, like, with after meeting Mr. S, you're starting to close, before you even like thought, I need to get a direction because this is something? When did you realize that real estate was it for you during that season? After how long?
After maybe, he mentored me for, let's say mentorship, because I was coming from scratch. I didn't know anything. He mentored me for around 3 months, 3-4 months, and then he released me. He released me to the market. He told me, go and hustle, get money, but whenever you are stuck, call me. Yeah. So I think by the grace of God, I just started closing deals. Wow. Yes.
In Kileleshwa?
Yes, in Kileleshwa. I started with the area that I know very well.
Yes.
Kileleshwa. And that's why I think I grew very fast.
Because you know the location.
Yes, and people know me there. Yeah.
Good. She just mentioned two very important things. As a new realtor starting out, you start with the immediate vicinity of where you're known and the area that you're very conversant with. And that tells you more why our career kind of picked up really quickly, because the people around her knew her. So it was so easy to, if I may say, trust building with these people was very easy because they knew you, isn't it? So hustling took how long? which we are still hustling till today.
Yeah.
So in that phase of 3-4 months or mentorship under Mr. S, when did it click to you? You need to start looking for a professional or maybe an educational certificate or something, because I've had quite a number of people come to me that I've been doing this thing, I don't have any papers, can you guide me on where I can try and get that? Was that your case?
Not really. This mentorship thing came after a long time in this business.
How long have you been doing real estate?
From 2020.
Okay, so
I started
5 years.
2020. Yes, and I joined this mentorship
This year.
April, right?
Yeah.
So it came after a long time
4
of
years.
surviving.
Yeah.
And closing deals, of course. And
winning some, losing some.
Yeah, of course. I don't know how I used to deal with emotions in the market, but I've learned here how to deal with emotions, like the deals that I've not gone through, how to handle them. Yeah.
Wow. So you've been in the game for at least 4 years,
Yep.
if I may say. When did you learn about the mentorship program at FutureWise?
When?
Yes. Or through who?
Through I learned first. I'm an Instagram lover.
Yes.
So I was just scrolling, and then I, like 3 times you popped, and you were having conversation with your friend Christabel. So I was like, hey, this lady is making a lot of sense. I followed you. That the third
What
day,
was I talking about that made so much sense?
you were talking about can I remember? I can't remember very well, but it was something that was making a lot of sense about I can't remember very well, honestly.
Okay.
But it's something that touched me, and I thought, let me follow this lady. Maybe I will get to hear more from her. Yeah. So, and within that period, I met my colleague, my friend.
Yes.
Dottie, you know her.
Yeah.
She's in the other level.
Yes.
She's the one now. She came again and she was doing visibility or something.
Yes.
Visibility.
Market and feasibility study.
Yes. And then she met me hustling. So she asked me, would you like to join a mentorship program? I asked her where, like location. I was so concerned about the location because of where I live. I didn't want something very, very far, because I would like to know when I'm going there, if my client calls, will I be able to rush there and serve them? So she explained to me, and then coincidentally she mentioned your name, and was like, wait, let me show you, is this the lead that you're talking about? So I think it was planned. It was God's plan that I should meet you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Guys who are stalking me on Instagram, please say hi. I'll be more than happy to just tell you how good I could actually welcome you. And thank you so much for the follow. I don't take it for granted. That's why we're here. Now, you came in. I remember Dottie just walked in with you. She told me, I brought you a client. Not a student back then. And I remember that day, you were not convinced.
Yes.
I could tell.
Yeah.
And we had this introduction meeting. They were closing up. You guys were starting. And the remark you did in that class when you were leaving, you just told me, I don't know where I've been, but I'm signing up. Tomorrow, put me in the register. I am one of you. And it made me think, a lot of people out there, it's until they come into this mentorship, you just, there are a lot of people who will just I don't want to do this. Everybody is doing it. But there's something special, you come in and it speaks to you. And I felt like on that day, whatever class I was doing, it spoke to you. And you asked me if this is just one class. How about the entire of the program? Let's talk about it. How has it been for you?
The journey has been amazing. I have learned a lot. I have changed a lot. Actually, even some of my clients could notice my my daily basis clients could notice, because I have a line of them, the referrals who come and they know me very well. So in terms of sales, I have improved. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Let me tell you guys, pause. Anytime you're doing something and whatever you're doing, you see results, that's a blessing in itself. And what you've just told me, let me just say, I am really touched that my mentorship has impacted positively on you. Your sales have improved. I can tell your confidence. I can tell even like so much, not just about the sales, because the sales come from internal self-development, putting in yourself, positioning yourself. And I can't wait to see where this is going to take us, you know? What's that one thing that you'll take with you in this program? One lesson you've learned that resonates every day to you?
About dealing with clients. One thing that I learned from the class, that the sessions that we have been taking, relationship is the key. I never knew about that. I never knew about relationship. I knew about closing deals and getting money and
you move,
flying away. So relationship is very important. From the relationship, that's where you get referrals. That's where you get more clients. And that way you make money.
Wow. There has been a major mindset shift in every mentee that I sit down with here. The motivation to start off in real estate is always money, but at the end of the day, talks of trust, relationship come very profound in their mouths. And this is what I instill when we sit down with them, because real estate is a relationship business. It's a business that you can't do it by yourself. You need other agents, you need referral businesses, and you need credibility, or you need to be credible to have people trust you to transact on their behalf. And this is quite interesting. And also, I didn't know the power and the impact of things that I merely just mentioned in class. They've gone way deeper than I thought. And on that note, I would want to ask, in your 4 years and now, what are some of the challenges that, as a new agent and now having the knowledge that you have, what is that one challenge you've been able to curb with the knowledge that you have?
I have had challenges, but the major one is when a client asks me a question and I don't have an answer to that. That is because I have no knowledge about what I'm doing. I'm just doing it for money. So now I can confidently answer the questions, guide the client. And
I love the fact that what I've seen with all my cohorts is the collaborative effects, where if you have a client you can call, they even like make calls to me, because it's an open door, and at the end of the day we're here to help each other. And I'm so happy for you embracing to just be here to share your story. Do you have that one very pressing question you'd like to ask me? Let me give you that opportunity. You can ask the hosts.
Where did you start?
All right. That's a very broad question, but let me just say, in terms of starting, I was fortunate enough to have an academic background of real estate. But then when it comes to the experience, I also got myself into mentorship very early, and it opened my eyes on the real dynamics of what is expected of me in this profession. And ideally, let me just say, yeah, I went to uni. I've never changed my career, so that's I'm still on the same roadmap. But now I've really grown into the person that I once envisioned.
I saw somewhere you were discussing with, I think it's Christabel. Mm-hmm. I only know Christabel.
Yes.
Because I've been following your story.
Yes.
I saw somewhere that you were telling, I don't know if it's her, you were telling her that your dad wanted you to be a teacher.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's how you came up with the mentorship.
Oof. Let me just say this. Some things happen in life, and then you reflect back and you realize God has been somehow in those hidden, spaces. So yeah, when I was growing up, my dad was just advocating for, teaching. And I remember he did ask me when I was very little, before even I got to a place where he is dictating what I need to do. And he asked me, what do you want to become? And this is so clear in my head. I say I want to be a professor. And I did mention the late Professor Saitoti when I was just so small. Now, fast forward, I finished school. I was an A student. And my dad, that time, employment was also becoming another economic issue where jobs are not easy. And he told me, I come from a family where every household, they're teachers. And he told me, one of the professions will never lack work or employment, it's teaching. And you're going to be a teacher. And I said no. I know perhaps teaching is in me, but then I never wanted to be like a teacher per se. Now, in my neighborhood, there were other students in uni doing teaching. But then I was just like, no, I can't be an A student, then I be a teacher. So I sought to speak to family members. And I didn't go to my dad's side because they were all teachers. I went to my mom's side of people. And when I went there, it's when my mindset changed. They only had 2 teachers in the family. There was a army police guy. Then there was someone in real estate. And then so I was just like, okay, fine. No teachers. And I didn't want to be a policeman. So the only person I went to talk to was my uncle, who was in real estate. And that's the person who put in me that this is a good profession. You will never lack work. And it's also, it's a male-dominated profession. And with that, he did mention something. Being a female, you'll always have, you're in a male-dominated, so being a woman in such a profession, it's a privilege. And that sold me out. And that's how I got into real estate. So I've just compressed it, but I've talked about this in one of my episodes, a very long story on how I got started in my real estate journey. And this is the thing, you never know, but when I look back, I think God ordained me to be in this profession. On that note, what do you want to tell anyone out there who is looking for mentorship, or they're looking to grow in this career? What would be that one thing you want to share and help them?
In our Kenya nowadays, we don't know about the previous times. Mm-hmm. We know now. Yeah, it's hard to get jobs. Yeah, real estate is the thing. It's the way to go. Jump in in style. Look for a mentorship, a program, and join. Yeah. And you will do wonders.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you have it. I always say real estate is the only profession you can get flexibility, you have time with your family, and you also have time to make money for yourself and relationships as well. What more would you look for in any other profession? I am a bit biased about real estate, so if you're out there and you want to jump into real estate, I'll just reckon our words: jump in style, look for a mentor, and the future is gonna look bright. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you have any question, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, and share this video with someone that you think this information could be helpful for them. Bye.